Hello everybody, welcome back to the Grey White Sharpedo Pokemon channel. We've got another speed run today of Fire Red with a single BRELOOM. So we grab a Shroomish for Bulbasaur and nickname it Comment. So make sure you comment a Pokemon you would like to suggest and I'll make sure that I do it for you. So we beat Charmander pretty convincingly, and hilariously I forget to record our Brock battle. So here are some battles with some trainers afterwards, but as you can imagine we pretty well get through the Viridian Forest and everything before Brock pretty simply. There's no real dramas there, we're a grass type. We kind of avoided Weedles along the way, but really was no dramas at all. So we head through Mount Moon, and through Mount Moon we evolve into BRELOOM. An hour and 48 minutes, we're up against Misty, and as you can imagine, second gym in a row, pretty convincing win because we are super effective against them. Mega Drain. It doesn't do as much against Starmie as I was hoping that it would, but as you'll see, we actually eke out the victory with a Mega Kick there. We head on and heal up, take on the rival straight away. One hit KO his whole team. You'll notice a lot of this run is a whole bunch of one hit KOs, which is nice. It's a bit of a change from the last 3 or 4 runs that I've done recently. So yet again we one hit KO the rivals team again on the SSN. Nothing really crazy or strange to report on the way through. We then get a HM cut from the Sea Captain. We go and fight a couple more trainers, and then we come up against Surge and pretty convincingly beat him as well. We don't really have any dramas for a fair while, which is nice. It's very refreshing to not struggle completely and horribly in the early game. Work our way through Rock Tunnel. As you can see, our level has drastically increased. We one hit KO Giovanni's whole team. So not only are we a fairly decent level up above everybody, but we're also quite strong with our 130 base attack power. So we go to Erica. We don't one-shot her, but we almost do. And as you can see, it's still quite an easy battle. Really don't have any dramas here. I was going to learn Mind Reader and then Dynamic Punch, but I kind of decided against it because it's a 2-stage sort of combo move and it just wasn't really worth it. So I sort of stuck with Sky Uppercut going forward, and we add Brick Break later on. Really frustrating that we can't learn any rock type moves or any ground type moves either. Being a fighting type, normally you can learn like Rock Tomb or Rock Slide, but not BRELOOM. Can't learn any of that sort of stuff, which is kind of frustrating and kind of hurts us later on in the game. So we beat the rival, and then we actually get some experience by fighting the Fighting Dojo. We beat them, and then I give a bit of a crack straight away to our rival again. I thought being level 50 we'd have a chance, but Charizard completely one-shots us with Flamethrower. So we go and give Koga a crack instead, and sort of worst case scenario, Coughing hits us with a smoke screen. I actually give BRELOOM a Peach Berry to survive the poisoning, but as you can see, we just get whittled down right at the end there against Wheezing. So we come back, we have another crack at it. I actually go on X attack this time so that I can one-hit the Coughings and so that we don't get poisoned. Well, we actually one-hit KO Muck as well, which is really nice. I wasn't expecting that to happen. And then we pretty well one-hit KO Wheezing, but yeah, we cruised past Koga in the end. It wasn't too much of a struggle. One X attack made all the difference in the world. So we beat them. We go back to the rival in Saffron City. And worst case scenario, Feather Dance from Pidgeot, so we die. So we come back again and kill Pidgeot. We kill Alakazam. Almost one-shot execute and get brick-walled by Charizard yet again. Frustrating. He goes to Scary Face, Flamethrower combination. Basically, as soon as Pidgeot hits us with Feather Dance, it's game over for us because we base everything off our attack stat. So as soon as he lowers our attack by 2 stages, we are in deep poop. So this time we get rid of Pidgeot, Alakazam, and Execute, all one-hitters, and we work our way to Charizard. and one hit him with return as well. I had to go get return. I was trying it, as you saw, with strength, and that just wasn't working. We couldn't do it. Strength wasn't powerful enough. I think return at full power is 102 power as opposed to 80 for strength. So we hang on to return for pretty much the rest of the game, and then we take on Giovanni. Pretty much wipe the floor with him. We wipe him like a dirty ass and move on straight away pretty quickly to Sabrina. Again, one hit KO whole team. This whole part of the game has been an absolute breeze, and it's been so refreshing. Like, honestly, it's like almost revived my love for doing these sort of runs, because the Aaron Squirtle, Dunsparce and Doug Trio runs really weren't that enjoyable compared to the other ones. So yeah, we were still tracking for good time, and then we ran into Blaine and we lost quite a few times here. As you'll see, the combination of Arcanine and Growlithe lowering our attacks by 2 stages really hurt us, and then we just kept getting one shot by Fire Blast. You'll see here, we get one shot by a Growlithe Fire Blast. It's disgusting. So we try again, come back. We go, I taught attract to our BRELOOM because I thought it's a 50% hit rate that way. There's a 50% chance we won't get hit. We one hit KO Growlithe. We go for an X attack to get our attack back. So sort of the same technique that we used with Koga. And then I go a Hyper Beam to try and knock him out. And the footage actually crashes, but we got a critical hit and we killed the Arcanine. We got our badge. I was very, very annoyed when I didn't realise that when I put this video together, so apologies for losing the Brock footage and the end of the Blaine footage, but we did beat them both fair and square. So we move on to Giovanni straight away, take out all the trainers in his gym for some extra experience, because at this stage I'm starting to think, oh geez, should I have gone directly underneath Lavender Tower and taken on all the trainers from there, because I didn't do that this run. I had to with the Squirtle, Dunsparce and Aaron run. I had to fight nearly every single trainer on the map. But we won, and then we work our way to the rival where we get killed by Pidgeot. Not a good start. And then we get mauled again because Feather Dance proves to be an absolute nightmare. Really is a pain, but having Attract is almost a way to combat that. It sort of gives us a fighting chance. And Charizard is immobilized by Love 3 times in a row, and that is exactly why I taught it to BRELOOM, so that we could have that sort of thing happen and actually give us a fighting chance, especially in the Elite Four. It proves to be really, really important in the later battles. So we beat the rival, we get to the Elite Four just after 8 hours, which is not a bad time. I would have preferred to have been here sort of about 7.5 hours to give ourselves a real decent time, but I'm trying to think here, as you can see, I'm trying to find a TM to teach BRELOOM, because I'm actually thinking ahead to Agatha, and I only have fighting and normal type moves, and I'm not going to be able to affect the ghost type Pokemon. So I'm actually madly thinking while I'm in this battle, what am I going to teach BRELOOM? And it actually occurred to me that BRELOOM can actually learn Iron Tail, which is a 100 power steel type attack that's neutral damage to ghost types and poison. So I actually found that out during this battle, so that's a useful bit of information that we were able to use going forward, because that is the only move that BRELOOM can learn that actually hurts poison and ghost and is neutral. There's nothing else. It's all grass type or fighting type or normal type moves. There's a couple of poison type moves, but that really doesn't help us at all anyway. So we actually lost to Bruno the first time there, and then we come back pretty much immediately and take him on again, and this time it sort of works in our favour, which is a lot more handy. And we still have 10 rare candies. You guys probably would have noticed throughout this run too, in my party at certain stages, I had 2 Meowths with me. They had the pickup ability, and there's a 5% chance, I want to say, for a rare candy. And throughout this playthrough, they actually picked up 2 for me, which allowed me to get 10 rare candies. So as you can see here, I get rid of Hyper Beam, and I spam the 10 rare candies straight on to BRELOOM to get to level 77. And then we take on Agatha And it actually goes a lot better than what I thought. It's kind of tough because I was stressing because we missed the first 2 Iron Tails. But we actually one-hit KO Gengar, which was beautiful. Arbok goes for Sludge Bomb, which does a fair bit. But we hang on. The only thing I'm worried about here is Golbat will have Air Cutter, which doesn't crit. If it crits at any stage, it's basically game over for me. So that's a bit of a downer. We get poisoned. I use a full restore. We heal up a couple of times against Gengar. We just need to get off 1 Iron Tail. And it doesn't kill, which was frustrating. But we heal up a couple more times because she keeps poisoning us and using Sludge Bomb on us. We beat him. And then we get to haunt her and beat him as well. Helpful that it used Curse. As you can see here, we take on Lance at level 77. And it's a bit of a tough one here. We take on Gyarados, we boost our attack back up, we take out Aerodactyl, and we have the unluckiest of fights here with Dragonite. Almost kill it. He full restores, I full restore, I go for return, almost kill it, and he one-shots us with Wing Attack, which is what I was scared about the whole time. So we come back at level 80, so we go through the Elite Four a few times, we lose a few more times, which was very frustrating, and then we get this run where Attract actually works in our favour, and works out well for us, so that's handy. We work our way again through Lance after losing again a few times. It's just having this 4 times weakness to flying type attacks is frustrating. Any crits or any hits, we just die. So as you can see, keep working my way through, and this run, we finally get a decent run. We return Dragonite dead, we return Dragonair dead, and we return Dragonair dead. We move on to the champion at level 81. So, I actually teach Hyper Beam back to BRELOOM, and away we go. So we have Hyper Beam, and as you can see, we don't kill the first go on Pidgeot, but it doesn't really matter too much because we use our X accuracy as well. We get Alakazam to fall in love with us, and the love actually works, or the attract actually works really well in our favour here against Charizard as well. He was immobilized a few times. Exeggutor, same situation. Iron Tail gone for Rhydon. We get to the last Pokemon. We actually decide to attract Gyarados, and we win convincingly. Our time for beating the Elite Four with the BRELOOM is 9 hours and 40 minutes. It was actually quite a refreshing run. It took a little bit longer than I was hoping for. It was just getting through the Elite Four 2 or 3 times, but really enjoyed it compared to the struggles we've had recently. So thank you so much for watching, guys. See you next time. Peace.